All right, welcome. Tonight we are going to open up Jurassic Park Terraventure number 2. So I bought this at Walmart. I think probably a couple weeks ago. And I was kind of surprised that it was at Walmart in the first place. I didn't expect to see it. They had 3 boxes, but only 2 of them had all 6 eggs. So I picked up. They were all open just like this. Hello, Firewall. I've been doing good. How about you? So, um, they're both open just like this on the shelf, or all 3 of them were. The one in front was missing some eggs, the other 2 were not. This was kind of like there was a box here, there's a box above it, right here, and then there's a box in front. The box in front was missing eggs, and the other 2 boxes had eggs. I chose the one in the very back lower because I thought this was the best chance of getting everything by the eggs not being disturbed. Yeah, Firewall. I know you really like this set. So a couple things are weird about this. One, didn't expect it at Walmart, like I said. 2, the Chinese version is set up like Transformers Defenders in boxes, and then we have our standard Blokees style box, which we kind of open the top, fold it back, and it becomes a background. This is eggs. Now, this is also showing up at Walmart around Easter. I like the eggs packaging too, Firewall. Actually, um, so I'm wondering, is this a because the Chinese set is in the regular box. This is not, and so far I've only seen it in Walmart. I haven't looked at my local hobby store yet to see if they have any of these yet, but I have a theory. I'm wondering if these were a timed Easter exclusive for Walmart and that the other American releases will be in boxes. I don't know. That's only a theory. Now, so the anomaly is it's at Walmart, it's in eggs, and then one other thing. If you look at the front of the box here, I'm going to be careful not to knock any eggs out. You'll notice in the black box right here, you can barely read it. This is the only reference, this little orange box right under TS. This is the only reference that this is set to on the whole box. Other than that, it doesn't say set to. It's just a very small letters. The eggs also have it, but like I said, you have to really look. Hold on, you have to really look to tell that this is 2. It doesn't say set 2, it just says TS and it has a 202 under it. So very straight. It's kind of weird that they're downplaying that this is a second wave. That's why I'm kind of wondering if this is just a Walmart thing and that other stores that have carried the set 1 will get the regular boxes and it'll just be business as usual. That being said, let's look at the packaging. We got 6 eggs on top, kind of a double decker thing where we got 6 eggs on the bottom. We've got the front. We have some art. We have that there's a combo here, so we're going to be doing a builded Triceratops skeleton. We have the dinosaurs we could get. We know that these right here are the specials and secrets. So we're going wonder which secret we get. We got several dinosaurs, two vehicles, and then we got the gate to Jurassic World. We got 12 designs. We got genuine license, Jurassic World Blokees. It says all body joints are movable. Then we got some other logos here. Turn it off to the side. We got Jurassic Park logo. Beware of dinosaurs. Beware of dinosaurs, Jurassic World. The other side, just that in reverse. The back, we have a bunch of text. Kind of some general instructions on how to build a dinosaur. Finding us on Facebook. The bottom is just white. You're going to have to trust me on that because I'm not tipping this thing over to show you the bottom. Let's see. Firewall says it might have something to do with Blokees wanting to keep these guys in line with how retail does dinosaur mystery boxes, which are in eggs. Maybe. They could be just trying to do what companies like Zuru do. They have all their dinosaur stuff in eggs. It could be that. I'm not sure. And by retail, maybe we're talking about major retailers like Walmart, Target. I haven't seen these in Target. I haven't noticed these in Target yet. And like I said, I'll check out my regular hobby store that's carried Series 1 to see if they're going to carry these in eggs or if they're in boxes. Don't know. It's going to be interesting. So, we've looked at our box. So I'm going to put it aside. I am going to go back to our usual top-down view to open up some eggs. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at this egg. So orange egg. Then we've got a wrapper around it. The Blokees logo. Some dinosaur art. Welcome to Jurassic World. TS2. More dinosaur art. Jurassic World logo. Then we got our text. More text. A lot of stuff we're not going to read. Forgettable stuff. And that is our egg. So let's see what's inside the egg. So there's a perforated strip here. A lot like those Zuru eggs. A lot like those miniature capsules. You can just smash the egg like that. I think I may keep these eggs for something. I don't know. We do have instructions. So we're going to find out, is this the dinosaur we have? I bet you it is. So yeah, so the instructions are a spoiler. So it's going to be hard to keep this kind of secret on stream. So I think we're just going to know after we open the eggs. Firewall, you say there's going to be more paint? I mean, according to this, it looks like there is paint on it, doesn't it? This looks painted. Actually, this looks well painted. If the figure is, if that art is it any indication? Parasaura Olophus. We're gonna have fun tonight with me pronouncing dinosaur names. All right, so we open the bag. And notice that the art, the piece is color-wise is nothing like the art. We do have a little bit of paint on the head, it looks like, but again, not even close to what the art is. So there is that. Got some gates here. Let's see what we got going. Okay, looks like I got everything out of the bag. And it looks like, kind of looks like these are going to be used later, possibly, with the Jurassic World gate. Parasaurus loaphus. Thank you, Firewall. English is only my first language. All right, so first it has us starting with the arms, which I believe is this. Is it this? No. I think it's this right here, possibly. And then we're going to put the lower arms in here. Let's see. There we go. Just snap in like this. There's one arm. And then there's the second arm. All right. There's that. Hold on. Did I do that right? Yeah, I believe that's right. All right. So 2 arms. Then we move to the body. So we have these that are going to go, let's see, I believe they're going to go in like this, I think. Or are they going to, hold on. Okay, yeah. So it looks like they're both going to go, there's a sitting here. Like that. No, that one doesn't fit well. Okay, kind of does. We'll see. Let's see. Maybe this goes here, and the other one goes over here. Oh yeah, that fits better. Okay. So now I gotta kind of make sure that ball joint goes there, and that one goes there. Then we can press these together. Like that. So we got some ball joints in. Yeah, you're right, Firewall. The Wave 1 may not have actually come with a painted crest at all, because it was pretty sparse with the paint. So nice to have at least some hits of paint. Okay, so what we could do now is we can go ahead and put the head on. And we could put these on. This on right here. Kind of press that a little better. So it'll be a little bit less of a seam. I don't really want to go together super tight. Let's see. Put the tail together real quick. Just all you're doing with the tail is just filling in that void right there. And then putting that to that ball joint right there. Then all we need to do, it looks like, is assemble the legs. So we've got one leg here. see, it looks like it's going to fit like this. Then we kind of want to match up the feet to where this is recessed right there. Put that together like that. Then that will snap onto this ball joint. Then just repeat with our remaining parts. Oh, I think, actually, you know what? I think these cabs need to be switched. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Okay, so I'm going to put that cap on this one. Take this foot off. Replace it with the other foot. Then put that one on that one. Then just reassemble this leg over here with the correct calf on it. And then do that. Okay. Whoops. Here, maybe I should take that off first and then put it on. Okay, there we go. All right. And there he is, fully assembled. We'll do a picture of them standing up a little later when we see them all together. All right. That's our first one. Egg number 2. Still hunting for the rare, obviously. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see. And this is the Jurassic World gate. There we are there. And there's our instructions. So let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so it looks like we take the front, then we put these doors in, right there, one on each side. Actually, I'm going to flip that. I'm going to flip this one too, so that this little notch here is on the inside. All right, there we go. Then I'm going to take the backs and we're going to connect the sign to them, to it. Whoops. And then we're going to do that with the other side as well. Then all we do is put the 2 front pieces, snap them in front here. Yeah, this firewall, this might be good. This would probably be better as a Galaxy. I mean, Bigger dinosaurs are better to begin with as well. Those doors look off. So I'm wondering if I need to flip one of these. Maybe we just have to live with that kind of unsightly indent. Yeah, they kind of look like they match a little better like that, even though we got this over here. All right, now we need to just put all the little fire pieces in. By just putting all these little tabs into these slots. Yeah, there is a ton of reuse in this, or a lot of reuse in this, because I think we're doing that thing where we get the regular version of a dinosaur, then we get the transparent version of that dinosaur, and it's not even the transparent version. I don't believe is a special. Okay. So, and then we just need to use this hole on the fire and this peg on top to put the two up here. Whoops. And it looks like we got an extra fire piece. Now, so the problem I have with this piece is it looks good, but there needs to be a bridge right here because this is like pretty flimsy. It'd be nice if there's a bridge here. And let's see. So this is from the last. It looks like these gates could go. Oh, I see. Okay, so these are from the last dinosaur. And they could be, looks like they could be put in here. And actually, let's do that. We'll take off this front part here. And I think we just put that there. And then replace this. Then we'll do the same to the other side. So this is a piece you really only get completed if you have a full box, or you're lucky enough to get this and this. Now I'm kind of curious if we're going to get some more of these to make this even more of a pin. Yep, we got those put together. All right. So we got that. Now let's go to our third egg. All right. Making a pile of egg parts over here. See what we got. This one had some of our silicate in there. All right. I think this might be the rare we got for this set. And I don't think it's a super rare. I'm saying this because it's so shiny and metallic. Okay, so it does say chase variant on it right here. So this would be, let's see, I think this is going to be not the rarest version of it, because I think the rarest version has a water, because it has a water splash display on it. So I think this one is the, hold on, let me check, see if I can read it. The text is so small on this box. I think this is the 5 in 144. So I believe this is the 5 in 144, not the 1 in 144. Mosasaurus. Let's see, how are we going to put this one together? I think this is a good one. I wanted the one with the splash, I think it had some translucent water display under it. But yeah, this is good. This would be the one. If I was going to get one of the rares of this, yeah, it'd be this one. I agree with you, Firewall. So, okay, we got this. And we are going to need to... Okay, so that is... Okay. So we're going to take this piece, I believe, and put it in here. But that doesn't fit. So, oh, does it go? Oh, it goes back here. Okay. Like right there. Okay. So I got that piece. Then I got its companion piece over here. And we're just going to peg those together. Like that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is just the lesser one. Okay, so got that. Let me take this, and we're going to do about the same thing, right? Let me see. And then this... I think this goes like this. I think that's the way it goes. Let's see. Oh, there's a tab right here that needs to be fitted in. Okay, let's break that apart. See if I can do better. Yeah, I think the version with this, with the stand, is probably the most premium of the two rare chases. I like the textures on it too, Firewall. I think the textures are really good for this set. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, so this tab is the one I needed to get seated right. Okay. I just kind of really crush that. And Let's go ahead and put the tail together. And let's see, what else? Okay, so now we can start putting the body together. And we could go ahead and put the jaw on. There we go. We got some lot of jaw articulation there. And then we take these little pegs, put one in here, kind of press it down in there, put one on the other side. Kind of just press it in there. All right, that one snapped pretty good. This one didn't. Let's see if we can get the snap better when we put the piece in. So now we're going to put the fins in. And I think they're fairly symmetrical. So I think we just put them anywhere. There we go. So jaw articulation. The fins are a ball joint. There's ball joints here. There's a ball joint here. And then there's kind of a hinge here. So this one looks pretty good. So there we go. There's that. And the rest of these pieces are, it looks like we got an extra ball joint, but I think the rest of these pieces are going to go with our Build-A-Figure. So I'll put them off the side over here. Actually, let us establish a Build-A-Figure bowl. So we make sure we don't lose any pieces. So there's that. We'll put that aside and go to egg number 4. There it is. Actually, I wonder, maybe, I use it a lot, the bowl a lot. I think, whoops. I wonder if this will fit. I'm not sure if this will fit. I have a sticker I printed out earlier, but I think it might be too big to fit on the bottom of this bowl. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. If that fits, I'd put it at the bottom of here. All right. Egg number 4. Let's see what we've got. Okay, cool. This, of course, is called the Mesosaurus. No, hold on. Never mind. Ankylosaurus. There's our instructions for that. Let's see what we got. All right, we got this head, which was where we're going to start, and we're going to find its jaw. We're going to hope we didn't leave the jaw on the... Oh, there it is. You got to get a little nervous about these little pieces. Okay, fit the jaw there. And it has some articulation on the jaw. Then we have the back of his head for the ball joint receptacle. And we see that there's this little part here. That's good. That tab is going to fit in there. So just got to orient it. There. Just a little bit more. There we go. So we got that. Put the head aside for a sec. And we got its body. And it looks like... Okay. I'm going to drop in the ball joints. One here. Put the longer one in the back. And the stubbier one in the front. Oh, I'm sorry. Opposite. This is the front. This is the back. And just press those two pieces together like that. Then we can put his back plate on, matching the tabs to the slots. Oops. Let's make sure they get in there and fit in like that. Let's see. Put that aside for a second and finish off the tail, which I'm going to peg in here. Like that. And we can go ahead and put that in. Like that. Oh yeah, we got stuff to open for next week or two. Or 3 or 4. I got a bunch of stuff to open. We got a champion class Iron Man we can open. We got a champion class Stormtrooper we can open. Got Transformers Galaxy Class Wave 7, which is Transformers 1 Wave 2 to open. What else do I got? I'm trying to think if there's some other stuff. Oh, I got a non-Blokees thing I want to do, which that might be next week. I'm not sure. I haven't decided totally. Okay, yeah, that's right. It's more of a kind of a retro themed, some retro themed action figure things. You want to see Wave 7, huh? I may be able to talk into that. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. I'll think about that one. It's either going to be... Okay, it'll either be the Wave 7 or my retro theme thing. And there we go with Ankylosaurus. It's got a... It does have ball joints, but they're so close to the body that they really don't have much going on there. It's been a while since we've done a box of Transformers. I think it might be a while before we do another box. I'm not sure how the release schedule's going, but tell you what, the Walmart has been. My Walmart's got some Blokees stuff. It's got the we. I haven't purchased the Thor, Captain America, or what else? There's a Wolverine there, and they're all champion class. I haven't gotten them yet either. But they're not. It's Iron Man. The Iron Man ones have been selling out, and I found one, and I had to settle for kind of a damaged box on the shelf for that one. I went ahead and picked it up because I'm not confident on the Walmart stocking those super fast. And they're also starting to carry a lot more classic class Transformers. I've noticed their classic class stock on Transformers is varying from store to store. The store closest to me has Optimus Prime, Transformers 1, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Sentinel Prime. And then the next store over had Transformers 1, Soundwave, and Shockwave. So, and those are the only two stores I've been to recently. Walmarts. I have a lot of Walmarts in my area I can kind of hit up. So far, Firewall, on this wave compared to wave 1, I think I like it better so far. I mean, it's still the paint. So this one, this just has paint on the eyes. So I still think it'd use a wash. But I do like this dinosaur. This gate, we'll see how this turns out. You know what would have been cool? If they had made this fire translucent. That would have been really cool. And I think they could have done that pretty easy. Oh, you want to see the Ankylosaur a little bit more? Okay, hold on. It's got nice little bumps on its nose and stuff. He's got a, oh, I didn't know his tail swings back and forth, up and down. So it can go about that far. No problem. You're welcome. Okay, so we got a skeleton. Is this the Bronchosaurus? Yeah, Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus skeleton. I hope that's another thing. I think there's a regular Brachiosaurus in this set. And another kind of weird thing is their Build-A-Figure skeletons are brown. I guess it's to distinguish the two. The Build-A-Figure from, because this is white. So maybe they just want to distinguish between the Build-A-Figure and the regular skeletons, maybe. Okay, so I got this and this. So how, okay, so, oh, I think this is the shoulder. Okay, so I think this is the shoulder. Does it go like this? Or does it go like this? I think it might go like this. Actually, it doesn't even fit. Feels like something should have a ball joint that goes in there. It's kind of hard with the instructions to tell what piece is going. Okay, so those looks like either shoulders or hips. Is it? Hmm. Am I even doing the right? Okay, so. Oh, okay. I think I know. I see what's going on. I think. No, hold on. So I think I'm finding something with a slot and a peg right there is what I'm looking for. Oh, you think this will be a freshly eaten dinosaur? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it. I found the piece. Okay, so this is going to fit into here. Unless this goes on the other side. Hold on. Maybe it goes on the other side. It might matter. Okay, it does matter. Okay. So that's that one. And then here's the other one. And it does matter which side each one goes on. Okay, so there's that. And I guess we set this aside for a moment. Maybe. And we take this piece right here. Then we got, I think it looks like maybe this piece slots in on this side. And then this piece we just put out together will slot in kind of right there. Is this right? I don't think that's right. I think the other side. Okay. So, unless it's this. Okay. Believe that is what we're going for on this one. Then we're going to flip this around. Put the other one in. And then put the other rib cage on the other side here. And put this aside for just a sec and start on some legs. Okay, so we have hind legs and we got front legs. Okay, so I'm gonna, okay, hold on. So I'm assuming these longer ones may be the front legs. I think these two are maybe the front legs. And I'm thinking maybe these two are the back legs. Let me see. Okay, just the opposite. These are the hind legs. Okay, so this, and this, and this, and these all look the same, so I don't think it's going to matter who goes where. So we're going to just put these legs together. So these are hind legs, and these will be front legs. Whoops, put that on the wrong side. Here, flip that over. Okay. Okay, so back. Front. What I'm doing to tell the difference, Firewall, is I'm kind of looking, so this is the hind legs, and I'm looking at the feet right here. And that's why I'm getting that these are the back and that these are the front. All right, so now we're back here. I'm going to start putting these little pegs in. Into all the holes here. Whoops. All right, that one fell on the floor, but we have an extra peg, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Have to press that one in. Ooh, that one bent. Well, now I'm worried about the other one again. All right, hold on. All right. Or I would be worried if we didn't have an extra peg from another dinosaur, which works just fine there. Okay. All right. Still have the peg on the floor, but I'm not worried about now. Okay, so flop the tail onto here. And I believe it's probably going to go like that. No? Debatable. All right. And I'm going to put the neck on. And then we're going to put the head on. No jaw articulation on this one. It's just molded into the head as one piece. And I'll put the rear leg on here. Right there. And we're going to put in the front legs. That doesn't look like it's right side. I think that it's supposed to be on this side. I think that's it. Okay, so this says, okay, hold on. This would be, according to the picture, this should be the right leg? Well, that means that this needs to come apart, I think. Hold on. Let me take this apart too. Well, hold on. Okay, so I'll put that there. I'm going to switch this over here. And then put this here. I think that's right, yeah. All right, so here's our Brachiosaurus skeleton. Has a little bit of neck articulation. Or that part of the neck. And then a lot more here. Can't go all the way down to eat. But I guess it eats up in the trees anyway. So that's it eating in the trees. And we got a little bit of room here. Then it It has a lot of in there, in there, and the tail articulation like so. And it's not going to stand up to eat from the trees. You kind of have to hold its tail if you wanted to display it like that. But it does stand pretty good. We'll look at that later when we look at all our dinosaurs at once. All right, 6th egg. This is the last of the top row. We're halfway through after this. Whoops. Yeah, I don't have Firewall. I do not have a tree that was going to work on this. Should probably get into railroad sets or something sometime. All right. Let's see. All right. We have the main part of our Build-A-Figure, the Triceratops skull. Triceratops, my favorite dinosaur. So this will be cool. It comes with a coin. It's a metallic silver. And it's a Blokees metallic silver Triceratops coin. It does have the O2 for set 2 on there. Okay, so what we got is up the top here we got the basic instructions for the Triceratops skull, and below that we're gonna put this one aside because it has the rest of the directions for our skeleton. So this one should be a slam dunk. I believe we're gonna put this on here. We're going to put snap. I'm not even going to look at the instructions on this. Oh, do you want me to flip the coins? I can flip the coins. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me finish this. Then I'll flip the coin. Tell me which is heads and tails, though. Before I flip it. You call which one is heads. And then we'll flip it to see if it's heads or tails. I'm assuming the Blokees logo's tails. All right, there's a Triceratops skull. Articulated. Pretty smooth, but it's bone. Tails is the Blokees logo. That's what I kind of thought too. Okay, so I don't really see a way for it to kind of sit on here naturally, unless I'm missing it. Let me see if the instructions say. It kind of looks like you just set it down on there. The T-Rex kind of had some molding for the foot there, so it could just rest there. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. We'll put the skull in here, and we'll flip the coin. All right. Yeah, I can flip better than that. Hold on. That was heads, but... And that was tails. I'll flip it off the side to see if it'll land in the camera. It didn't. Oops, it landed on a piece. Hold on. One more flip. There we go. let's call it heads for a good flip. 90 degrees like this. Maybe that's it. Maybe I had it and then shouldn't have messed with it again. Well, to be honest, I really don't care because this thing's going on a skeleton. This kind of a useless piece, unless the Triceratops could use this to stand when it's assembled. I don't know if it really matters. Oh, I have to buy 1 and 2 of the Blokees wheels lines. I tell you what, I almost bought. I found it for a good price, and it went away on AliExpress before I could buy it. I almost bought the Batman wheels a couple days ago, but the good price went away, and now it's super expensive again. So I'm going to keep a lookout for the Batman wheels. Out of the wheels things, I am really interested in the Batman one. Actually, it has 6 different Batmobiles. That would be a set if it's a decent price that you don't really have to talk me into. But I am kind of interested in the Blokees wheels. I know on set 1, I do kind of have my eye on the Megatron tank. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I do have a package from AliExpress coming, I think sometime this week, of a Blokees thing. Another champion class. We might, if that comes in, we might do that next week. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I want to see how many videos have been done on it, because it's not an American released one yet. So we'll talk more about that later. Okay, so we got our translucent figure. All right, pretty much the same deal as the last one. So we built this one. Just whoops, crap. All right, I think that was the only piece. All right, so we built this one. So what I want to do is get these ball joints. Make sure the right one's in the right spot. But we'll know. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Nope, this one goes up here. And this one goes in the back. Okay, just like that. And we sandwich them together. Like that. We got the head. We put that on. Fill in the gap in the hole like we did on the other one. Or on the tail like we did the other one. Put the tail on the back. Like that. Then we're going to start assembling the legs. And just put them into the ball joints. Appropriate ball joint that we've already, very much same as last time. Or the regular one. And we'll compare them in a sec. right. Let's see, I believe last time I kind of messed this one up. Yeah. Okay, that goes on here. And that'll go on here. We'll just be really quick about this one. Kind of. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Uh-oh. I'm missing a foot. Okay, hold on. We'll deal with that in a sec. We'll look on the ground again. Let me look on the floor. We'll see if if the foot fell on the floor. Oh, give me a sec. Yep, it did. There it is. This is the reason I don't own blue carpet. Specifically for this is where it's led me to. Okay, hold on. I'll answer your question in just a second, Firewall. Let's that looks okay. So I guess maybe these are supposed to be holograms of the dinosaurs. So there he is compared to the first dinosaur we opened. Same tail, same articulation, just different plastic. Put that off the side. So Firewall, how do you like Wave 2 so far? I mean, I think I like it a little better Wave 1. I have some Wave 1 sitting beside me. It's different dinosaurs, right? I think some of the dinosaurs are more interesting actually than the Wave 1 dinosaurs. And we haven't run into a vehicle yet. I'm kind of wondering what that spear is going to look like. Whoops. All right, this is a egg 7. Whoops, my egg tower fell down. I may have to put these aside. Yeah, actually, I do. I need to make room. We need to move these egg tower. Put these eggs over here. Pick them up later. Oh, that's cool. The spear working like the movies. We'll check that out. Let's see if we're opening it right now. I don't think we are. All right. Here's our Brachiosaurus. Dinosaur. Brachiosaurus. So this will go together a little differently than the skeleton. There's the card, or the instructions. Let's see. Here's his jaw. That needs his head. Getting a little nervous here. Okay, there's the jaw right there. Are we missing the head? I didn't hear anything hit the floor. I didn't see anything fly. Check the baggie. Check everything around here. Okay. Baggy's empty. Let me check the floor again. But I didn't see anything fall. I don't see anything here. Well, let's see how far we can get. Okay, we'll start the neck. So it looks like the neck just has this void right here. And we're just going to take this piece to fill in the void. We start putting this together, maybe that part of the head will just match. Oh, here it is right here. It did magically appear. Look at that. Oh, yeah, the skeleton and that was kind of a cool feature of the minion line, or yeah, those minions having a skeleton underneath underneath the skin. All right, there we go. And then we can put that on the neck. Now, what we can't do is swap this with the skull. They're different. They don't go together the same. Okay, make sure I'm getting this right. I believe we're going to take this, put that there. Then we should be able to take this, put that there. Then take the other side of the main body and do that. Just try to get those pressed together. Sometimes I wonder if these would press together easier if I had a blow dryer here and just heat it up just a little bit. Okay, so the tail looks like it's already one piece. And then it looks like we just need to put some pegs in here. See if I can do this. There we go. That's how we want it to go. There we go. All right, those are good. All right, so let's see, legs. Okay. These are going to be the hind legs, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and flop those on the sides they need to go on. And so the hind legs versus the front legs, the lower part, is that there's a more pronounced toe on the hind leg. So actually, it might be easier just to pop that off and put this back on. Do I have the right? I'm pretty sure this is the hind thigh. Yeah. I don't know why this isn't popping in like it should, though. Let me try it on this one right here. Yep. Oh, popped right on there. Okay. So if I take this one, does this pop on easy on this other one? Is this even the right piece? I don't think that's the right one. This is the right one. Yep, sure does. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Hold on a second. These are the fronts. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe these are the... Oh, I think you know what? I think these go here. Okay. Okay. And then these go together. There we go. From what the Blokees has revealed so far, what's caught your eye the most? As far as newer stuff, I would say the Absolute Batman is what I'm kind of looking forward to. However, what I have coming in, I think by this week, is really cool too. Okay, there's our Brachiosaurus compared to a skeleton. About the same size-ish. I like this one better. Brachiosaurus is kind of a favorite too. A favorite. Not the... It's not as good as a Triceratops, but it's kind of a cool dinosaur. All right, let's see. Now we're on egg. This will be 70. This will be 9. I've also seen the Venom. I had a chance to buy Venom and Spider-Man from the Marvel Rivals game Blokees, and those are champion class. I saw them at a con, at the MegaCon, but by the time I saw them, I had already spent too much money at the con and was kind of running out of space to bring stuff back. Probably would have bought that Venom if it made sense, if I hadn't bought other stuff first. Okay, now we have our spear. All right, let's see how this thing goes together. No people for inside, it looks like. I think we kind of needed figures for this one. Even if they were just unpainted figures, that would have been cool. Okay, so we've got this piece. And we're just going to plug this in. Looks like this tab right here goes here, I think. Yep. Then we put this peg in here. And I think it just presses in. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to put the seats in. Let's see. So I think this is the footrest. So we got that. And then the back goes here. Whoops. There's a tab that goes in this slot back here. There we go. And we got... Okay, so this has this hinge right here. And it needs to go into those pegs on the side. So just kind of gotta line it up. There we go. And then we gotta put the other clear piece on the bottom. And I think it just hinges onto this. Like there. Oh, see, look at that. Look at that. Look, I'm spinning it around and you can't, and the seats can't. Okay, so got a tab here. The tab's in that slot. This is a cat toy. I don't have a cat. Oh, you're fine. Oh, did you cut? It cut out while I was answering a question. Okay. It's the absolute Batman is the figure I'm looking forward to most so far, and then second place is the figure that I have coming in from AliExpress this week. So you roll it, and the seats stay upright. And it could be whacked by an ankylosaur and still be good. Look at that. Everybody's safe and sound. We need figures for this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That is cool. All right, number 10. Hush Batman, Hush Catwoman. Ooh. Is it, I'm assuming it's, they're both champion class. I'll get those. Hush Batman's probably my favorite version of Batman. Hush Batman, then, The Dark Knight Returns, but Hush is really good. The Hush Batman's really good. I like that it keeps the old color scheme, except for it eliminates that yellow background on him and uses the Bat logo kind of like the Dark Knight Returns. And then they simplified his Bat belt with pouches instead of capsules. All right, so we got more of these that we're going to put in the bowl. Let's separate those out now. I haven't seen champion class dinosaur figures yet. I'm assuming they're Jurassic World figures. We're gonna have to take a look at them. I didn't see those on anything I've seen so far. Or if I had, I've forgotten. And a Dominus Rex skeleton. Or no, hold on. No, that's not a skeleton. That's just Dominus Rex. All right. Let us put him together. So there's his jaw. There's one side of his face. There's the other side. And then we got a piece that's supposed to go in between. I think that's... No. Let's see. Okay, it's something... Okay, this is the part where we move on to a different section and hoping the piece that I look for magically appears. Okay, so I got this, this. I'm going to put this in here. This over here. Then press these two together. T-Rex or Triceratops? Well, I'll get the Triceratops, definitely. Let's see. So Hammond collection is, I believe it's close to 118. It's supposed to be compatible with the modern figures, like the 4-inch modern figures, if I remember, on the Hammond collection. I got some Hammond collection back here, or in the other side of the room. I do like a lot of them. I like the carnivores in the Hammond collection. No, 4-inch. Hammond collection is the 4-inch, so it's that would be 1/18. Pretty sure. That doesn't go there. Is that the wrong one? Okay, I don't think that's right. No, that's supposed to be right. That should be right. Okay, hold on. Maybe it matters which one goes where. Okay, that doesn't fit right. Oh, this isn't pressed in enough. Okay. That's why. Now, if you're referring to the old G.I. Joe O-rings, those are 3.75, which really don't belong to a certain scale, I don't think, if I remember right. So they're a little smaller than the modern. Yeah, and the Hammond collection's much, much longer. I don't remember how much. It's back there. I got the T-Rex back there. We were talking about the 1/64th. That's the Hot Wheels size. Let's see. Okay. So this will go here. No, that's not right. I think. Okay, so that matches up to here. Okay, 3 segments. And then this goes here. Yeah, I don't know of any toy lines, Firewall, that are 135. So if that's the scale Blokees using, then I don't think it's really going to match up with a lot of toy lines. Is it 24 inches? Oh, you're gonna make me pull that T-Rex off my shelf, aren't you? Because I have a 2-foot ruler right next to me. Okay, I feel like I might be missing a piece. feel like I'm missing whatever this is right here in the middle. Because it didn't magically appear like I was hoping to. I know I crushed that bag. I'm pretty sure I crushed that bag. I felt that bag. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh no, I'm not blaming you or anything. I just it's been such a long time since I pulled it off the shelf. You're probably right. It's been a while. And it hold on, let me check some bags. That's interesting. Is there a piece there? It looks like there's a piece that goes there. I don't see an extra piece around here. Where? Nothing on the floor. Well, except for that white peg I lost earlier. Put that back. Interesting. Let's put this together. I guess we can split apart later if I find a piece later. Yeah, something goes there, which I'm missing. It's its crest. And I don't see it anywhere. Hold on. Well, let's check the floor one more time. I did not feel it in any of those bags. Okay, so either I dropped it somewhere or it's missing. I'm not sure which, but this is a Dominus Rex. Whoa, look at that. Be careful with this jaw there. So it could go that wide. Look at that. Waggle, waggle, waggle. Up, down, up, down. A little bit on the ball joint. And this goes like that. And straight out. Is it a soft piece? Okay. I'm gonna have to look for it later. Hopefully it's just I felt the bag again, and maybe because it's soft I missed it. Maybe that's the reason I missed it in the bag. I'll look for it later. I think we're gonna move on to our last two. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pull that T-Rex off real quick. That Hammond collection. All right, Hammond collection T-Rex. As far as as much of him as I can fit in the camera. Let's see, where's my ruler? Right here. Let me see what I got here. Well, I'll be damned. Just maybe a quarter of an inch short of 2 feet. So, yep. We'll go Firewall was right. Oh, the rounded off teeth. Yeah, I just think that I think it's easier for them to also produce it with rounded off teeth. Depending on how brittle the plastic is, it might not be able to really do too sharp of teeth on this one. too fine of a point. All right, number 11. Yeah, it's either safe. It's probably part both. I think it's might be part safety, part manufacturing. The pointed teeth would be easier to break while producing at that size. Okay. I don't feel anything in this bag. Okay, so we got some Build-A-Figure pieces. And I think these belong in the Build-A-Figure as well. Okay, here we go. We got the Velociraptor. Man, I wish it was painted like that. Let's see. Does he even got eyes painted? Let me check. He does have painted eyes. So at least there's that. All right, there's the other side for the instructions. All right, start with the head. Put the two halves of the head together. Then put the jaw in. There's that. All right. And then put his body together. Put these in. And then put the other half on here. Like that. The tail is already comes fully assembled. It's just one piece. Like that. And since we have the head done, we can put that on. Like that. And the arms are one piece. And then we just need to assemble the legs. Just making sure you get the correct foot on the correct side, but they're really easy to match up. The Raptor is pretty quick and easy build. And there he is. Said no arm articulation. You got some in the jaw. Pretty wide on the jaw. Tails on a ball joint. And legs can bend like that. And of course they go like that. Not too much side to side, even though it's on a ball joint. And then, you know, the arms, no elbow, but they can do this. So there's the Velociraptor. No blue in it. It does have its little claw right there, toe claw. All right, last egg. And then we go to the Build-A-Figure. All right, let's see what we got going here. should be our vehicle, right? It's going to be our Jeep or something. Is that what it is? All right. Let's see. Yeah, your message popped up right after I said it about the Jeep. All right, we got some Build-A-Figure stuff to put over there. There's our Jeep. All right. So we have that, and then we just need to pop the wheels on. Nope, no doubles. You're right. Yep, Walmart treated us well. I'm wondering if this box wasn't shrink wrapped. And they just, all they had to do is take shrink wrap off of it. Because the way this box is constructed, I don't think there's a Walmart employee alive who's capable of building a box while stocking to this level. So if I was a bet man, I think that thing was shrink wrapped so the eggs would stay in it. Let's see, now we need the bumper right here. And then we put this part right, match the pegs up. All right, hold on. Okay, so the front part. So there's these two tabs right here. There's these two slots. Then there's two tabs in the rear, two slots in the rear. Put that there. Then there's the Jeep lights. We'll tab in at the top here. Right, yep, there we go. And then put the doors on the appropriate side, matching these tabs to these slots. And then same with the other side. Then we put the rear on, matching the tab. So there's a tab right there. And then there's an appropriate slot for there. So just match up the shape. And then we got the fifth spare tire, goes on the back. Whoops. Let's flip it over. There we go. And we got a nice little Jeep. It rolls. It rolls pretty good. It's not horrible. Here's how he compares to Optimus Prime that we put together last week. I feel like it's a little big compared to Optimus Prime. I think it's too big to go. Yeah, Swindle. Unfortunately, can't compare him to Swindle anymore because Swindle's a leg now. Though the wheelbases kind of match up. I think Swindle's wheels are a little bigger. If you can see that. Swindle's no longer a Jeep. All right. Let's put Optimus aside. And let's go back to our bowl of parts. All right, we got assortment of pegs here. We'll kind of try and gather into one place. Hopefully we've got them all. Looks like there's 6 pegs here. Let's go to our instructions, which I set aside. We've got the skull already done. So now we got the spine. And we're going to put the 2 rib cages together on the spine. So let's see how we're going to do that. Okay. So there's a long slot, slot along here. And it has a small little kind of slot right there. It's kind of hard to see. But we're going to match it up with this little tab right here along this long tab. So just like that. Snaps in really good. Then we're going to do the other side of the rib cage. Just like that. Super easy. Okay, now what are we going to do? Looks like we got some hip and shoulder bones to put on. Let's see. Okay. So there's a slot in here with kind of a round hole at the end that we're going to match up to this tab with kind of a peg on the end of it. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Let me see. I'm going to make sure I find the correct piece. Where are you at? Here you are. So same deal. Let's match the slot to the tab. And then we do our shoulder blades. Should be similar. Let me see what they look like. Okay. Okay. Just like this. And okay. So tab with a peg on the end of it. Slot with a hole on the end of it. Just match up the shapes. Well, hold on. Is this the other side? This might be go on the other side. Yeah, okay, that fits better. Yeah. See how that fits right there? Here, we'll show you on the other side. Whoops. So, see how that curves around like that. All right. Now we're going to start putting pegs in. So I got peg, ballpoint, and I'm going to just put it in here. See if I can press it in. Might not be able to that way. Okay, let me think. Whoops. Okay, there we go. I'm going to kind of take it to the edge of my table. See how far I can get pressed in. Same with this side. Actually, it's going in snug. Oh, that snapped in pretty good. Let's see if I can get this one to snap in. Not really, but it does seem to be in good. Okay, let's see. I don't know. That looks like there's a stress point in there now. We'll see how it works. We'll hope they gave us extra pegs, which I think it looks like they have actually. Okay, we'll try this. We'll try pressing it with the leg later. I don't like these pegs. Wish there was a better way of doing this. Okay, so I kind of got them sitting in there. Let me see. The tail is already one piece. We're going to worry about that later. Tail and the head we'll worry about later. Let's assemble. And we still have 3 pegs left, so looks like they gave us some room for error. Oh, this goes on right here. There's a tab and a slot there. Okay. Let's work on the back legs. I think these two match together like that. And this will match together like that. Oops. Let's see. Okay, that peg fell out, which I kind of expected it to. Let's start with this leg over here. Let's snap it into the peg. Then let's see if I can. There we go. That snapped the peg in. So let's do this for the other side. Let's press it onto the peg. Oh, that snapped in great. Okay, excellent. Okay, so hopefully we'll get the same result from the front legs. Let's see, maybe this will fit better. Okay. Let's do this. Then we'll assemble our last leg. No, there's no ratchets. It's just a peg. No ratcheting joints. All right. There's a body with legs on it. Pop the tail on. And then we'll pop the skull on. And there we go. And we have 3 pegs left, which is probably a good idea to give us extras. All right, so there's the Build-A-Figure, and it has an articulated jaw, ball joint on the neck. It can go all the way around. Bends, ball joints. This is tight. The knees and elbows are tight. probably good. There's that. Let's see. Oh, it clicked. Um, I don't. I think that might have been it popping in and not clicking like a ratchet, possibly. All right, so I've got that. Okay, let's move all of this. Here's all the free moisture wicking baggies we have. We'll put those off to the side. Don't eat those. And let's see, there's the instructions. We'll put them all in one place. Let's look at our dinosaurs together. A sec, let me adjust this a little bit. All right. I'll put this back on the wall. Yeah, I save all of those for that kind of stuff, and also save them for when I do, if I do any 3D printing, which has been a long time since I've done any of that, but they're really good for keeping 3D printer material dry as well. All right, so here is Jeep, or these two. Whoops. A little happy fun ball. There's a gate. A Brochosauruses. Saurai. Indominus Incompletus. Ankylosaurus. A raptor. Which is a little rough to stand up. Raptor does not want to stand up really well, or at all. Unless maybe if I bend him forward and then move his tail up a little bit. No. So Raptor doesn't want to stand up. He wants to sit down. Mosasaurus. And probably best if we just, well, more room with it without that. There's extra fire. There's everything we opened up tonight. It looks good. So, how do I feel about Wave 2? Um, I would say a little better than Wave One. One, I definitely like the vehicles better than what was in Wave One. Um, I do wish the Jeep was more traditional Jurassic Park colors, like from the Jurassic Park. Um, the spear's really cool. The build a figure's good. Um, they still stuck with the skeleton figure, which is okay. These figures, I'm just not. These figures, these translucent figures, are just weird. If they're supposed to be holograms, that's fine, I guess. Um, you know, be you know what I'd like? I'd like them to, instead of having these two in the same wave, make this translucent figure a like a future figure. Because remember in Defenders how they had kind of a metallic bumblebee, and then in a later wave they had the regular bumblebee. I wish that's what they would do with these translucent figures. They just don't keep the same model of the same wave. Separate them out, like the translucent figures in Defenders. I want them to handle it like this. I don't. This is fine because these are two different models. I'm okay with the skeleton of a figure that's in there, but I do think I'd like these to be different. And that was an issue in the first wave, so they carried that over. Um, the paint. I mean, really, they've kind of limited the paint the same as they did in the last one. I think this there is a little bit of hit of paint on right here on his nose. That's good. So I'd say that right there was a step up. But everybody else is pretty much just eyes. Well, the crest here, hold on. That crest is painted. So they didn't really, they put a little bit more paint in, but still not a great bit. I think just a simple wash is still needed. I think the way they paint up the Transformers, I think they could do it on here. Um, my opinion. But yeah, I'd say probably a slight edge over Wave One. Wave One did have the regular Triceratops, which is good. But this. I say okay. So star of the wave, I think, is the Ankylosaurus and the Build a Figure. So this is my. I think this is my favorite regular figure. This looks nice. The shimmering's nice on it. I'm glad we got this one. Would have been better if we got the stand, but it is what it is. And then I do like to build a figure. I think I like this better than T Rex, but I'm biased towards Triceratops. All right, so next week to be determined. Will it be my retro stream? Will it be Wave 7 of Transformers Galaxy? Or will it be that be what's coming in the mail? It might not, it might that one might not come in time for next week. So we'll see. It just left mainland China this last night, so it's still got a little bit of ways to go before it gets here. All right, so Wave 2, Jurassic Park, pretty good, pretty good. Um, I hope you enjoyed it, Firewall. But there we are. Let's see. It is about time for me to eat. So, if you're watching this after later, please like, comment, subscribe, share. I never asked to share hardly, but I guess that's a thing you could do. I appreciate everybody who's watched. I appreciate Firewall for um, showing up and keeping me entertained. And I will see you, hopefully see you next week. Oh, I'd pick up this wave. I'll pick up the third wave. In fact, I didn't tell you. I did watch all three, or the three most Jurassic World movies, not the fourth one. All this, I binged them Saturday. The Jurassic World movies with what's his face in them. It was fun. The two of them I hadn't even seen yet. So that concludes tonight's stream. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have fun.